Hi everyone out there on YouTube. I'd like to show you my 1993 Ford Ranger XLT. I like browsing truck videos on YouTube and always wanted to put my trucks on YouTube. And I figured I'd do that today since I'm really bored. And I'm going to give you the full tour of this car. Not as good as Saab Kyle, of course. If you guys watch him, highly recommend him. Good guy. Good videos. That's really my inspiration here. But I'll do my best to give you a fair and decent tour of this car. If you're thinking about buying one, I highly recommend it. But yeah, let's start with the inside. Now this is the XLT. It came in different trim levels, with XL and XLT being the major ones. The XLs were very basic, vinyl bench seat, no frills, no options. Some of them didn't even have power steering. My buddies didn't have power steering. And the XL was a step up from that. You have nice plush door panels, carpeted bottoms and pockets on both sides, better seats. You got a split bench kind of thing going on here, which is nice if you still like the bench seats but with the bucket feel. And you could get a lot of other options too. Now this one doesn't have too many options in it compared to my other truck, but it does all right. You got your basic AM/FM tape thing I had to change out because the other one had a reverse button kept popping off and I was lazy, didn't want to glue it. You have simple, easy to use, no frills attached climate controls. Interesting thing with these is if you have the vents turned to any other setting than having both the zone and fan off, it will blow air. Could be in better shape. The carpet's a little stained. I bought it off Craigslist. I was going to replace my minivan, which I did. I'll be putting a video of that up too. But I need a more fuel-efficient vehicle because I drive a lot. It's a 5-speed Mazda transmission stick. Notice the white tape around the shift knob. The bottom of this is chewed up from someone trying to get it off another car. This is a junkyard find. And I just wanted to tape the boot and the knob together so they wouldn't rattle around. And I'm going to get black duct tape and fix that or whatever. It bugs me, but it didn't come with a standard shift knob. I'm an old school guy. I like to have the white letter H-pattern shift knob that was standard to this truck. I can't have anything else. A few things I've upgraded since having the truck's the shift knob. The back cap, I've fixed a few things there, and I'll get to that later. And I put a tack in this thing, because it's a stick. This is my first stick, and the tack really helps with that. I'm going to fire it up and let you guys get a listen to what this baby sounds like. Like your standard manual, it won't start even if you're in neutral, unless you put the clutch in. I'm going to let off the clutch. And let's see how she sounds. Nice. The vehicle's showing 91,636 miles. I don't know if it's rolled over. You guys can judge that on YouTube. I think it's in too good a shape with too many things to have actually rolled over. It could have. But, I mean, if it was on 53,000, yeah, I would have thought it rolled over. But it's pretty high in this good a condition to be a rollover. You know, as far as the mileage. I don't know why they put a 5-digit odometer in this thing. Let me shut the truck off for a minute. Show you guys the radio. I love these Ford radios. The buttons are nice on them. I'm replacing it though Monday with a Pioneer that hooks to the iPod. Got your presets, C buttons. If you put a tape in and hit that button, it'll change the sides. There's your audio options. It's your basic Ford tape deck. I mean, it's not a bad radio. Sound quality could be better. Alright, I'm going to show you guys the engine real quick. I'd like to do this with the car on, but for obvious reasons, I can't do that today. Unless the parking brake worked, and of course it's an old car off Craigslist. Why would the parking brake work? Nobody ever fixes those when they go wrong. It's one of the things I'm going to do this summer if finances permit. What we got here for an engine is your Lima i4. I apologize for the crap camera angling. It is hard to get a prop rod in and hold a cell phone at the same time. It's a pretty nice engine. If you know how to shift it the right way and you don't care about killing your gas mileage, it'll get up and go. It's a little bit rusty. A lot of this car has a lot of underbody rust on it. It's Michigan, so you're just going to expect rust to be on everything you buy. But I can't complain. For what I spent for this car, it's just a cheap replacement for a minivan that wasn't cheap to fix. So it's a pretty decent engine. I don't know what the stats are. Maybe I'll put them in the comments. Maybe I won't. I mean, I'm sure you guys all have Wikipedia and know how that works. There's where the air conditioner would bolt on if this guy wanted air conditioning, which I guess he didn't. And there's a light that I wish would come on. I'm going to fix that. I didn't even notice that until right now. Alright, hold on. Hold with me for a minute. I'll show you the outside real quick. It's a little bit dirty. I have a dirt road route I take to work, so I haven't washed it yet, probably for fear of propagating rust. It does have a cap. I just put these latches in new. I still got to get a lock bar for the other one, but got the split rear window. I'll show you that inside the car. Now, weird thing is, once you pull up on the latch here, it'll just stay like that. You open it down, you'll see the inside here. Then you put the latch back up again, and you have to push down on this to lock it back into place. I think there's something I need to fix in there too. I put new gas cylinders on here because the old ones were shot. Kind of sucks, but it happens, I guess. So I'm going to lock it back up again. Right here you got your Ranger wheels, aluminum. First car I've ever had with those too. And now I'll show you the passenger side. Got standard mirrors, nothing fancy. Here's the glove box. Need to clean it. Shifter. Vents. This doesn't have on and off switches in the vents. You move them to either side to shut them off. Got your mirror. The passenger side has a mirror, the driver's doesn't. Your old crap handles. Windows, manual, which is nice. Got your split rear. Opens up like that. I don't like that latch style. I don't think it's very durable. Time will tell on that one, I guess. Center console folds down. I got garbage behind there. Folds down like that. Opens on the driver's side, but it's busted, so I'm just going to leave it like that. I'll maybe replace that if I can find one cheap enough. I'll show you how the seats fold up. Back behind this seat you have your jack and your tire iron. And a speaker. Ford wanted to put 4 speakers in these. For what reason, I'll never know, but they decided it was a good idea. Let's put Let's put speakers right behind the seat where no one will hear it. Got your nice padded door panel. Feels nice. Pretty good build quality in this thing, I'd have to say. It's also the only car I've ever owned without dents. It's got one minor one in the hood, but other than that, ain't too bad. This seat folds forward too. And you'll see back here, you just have miscellaneous space for whatever you want to put back here. And there's that center console, not cooperating again. The only bad thing when you hit the seat lever is it messes with your tilt settings. I have mine pretty specific. Your parking brake release, your parking brake, and your hood. Door pockets. Got your lights. And Ford vehicles, and a lot of other ones I've seen, turn this all the way to the left and you get your domes. This side you have this little strap on both sides, but they're last. And yeah, that's pretty much all she wrote on this car. Oh, interesting thing I wanted to bring to the attention of the internet, and I actually did research on this because sometimes I get bored. See this little button on top? You notice it just popped up. I went to turn the car on, and you'll notice I can't turn the key till I push it, and then it releases the key. Now it boggled my mind for a couple years what that button was for, and my other two cars were automatic, so I didn't really factor in much, but I researched it, and that button actually locks the steering column. Because in an automatic, you have the gear shift lever that hits a toggle when it's in park that does the same thing. You don't have that in the stick. There's no linkage between this and this. So by hitting the button, you lock the steering column and prevent theft. So that's the purpose of that button there. I guess Ford didn't want to add extra complexity to the key ignition thing, and you know, I guess it worked. Doesn't tick me off that much. I mean, whatever. But, yeah, fuel mileage, you're looking at one of these vehicles, you're going to get about 22 miles per gallon if you're not in the city. I don't know what I'd get dedicated city, but I'm not even through a half a tank yet, and I'm only on 168 miles used, and it's an 18-gallon tank. I can usually get 300 at the quarter tank left to go, so, I mean, the gas mileage is pretty good for a pickup truck. I can't really deal with front-wheel drive cars anymore, and minivans, and I don't want to drive a Toyota or a Prius or a Fiat or any of that garbage. So, you know what? I think I'll stay with my true blue American green truck. And, yeah, I appreciate you guys checking it out. You know, hit me up on my YouTube if you want to see other things, and I'll have my F-150 on here soon. That's a nicer truck. It's an XL, but it's got a lot nicer things in it than this, driver-wise, anywho. Well, thank you, and have a good one. Peace out there.